Well, there's obviously been quite a lot of criticism I've read of late of Page 3, but my position is, I mean, this was first published 42 years ago, and I think it's meant to represent sort of youth and freshness, and it celebrates natural beauty. We don't have models who have had plastic surgery on the page. It's obviously legal. We're allowed to publish those images, and I think it's become quite an innocuous British institution where, you know, as a parent myself, I mean, I'm more concerned about images that my children might come across on the internet or on digital devices. So I think that it's a part of British society. I think on our 40th anniversary, I've included a piece that was written by the feminist author Germaine Greer. She says that if I ask my odd job man what he gets out of Page 3, he tells me simply, it cheers me up. But what I would say is I think that the ultimate sanction lies with the reader. I mean, the reader is not compelled to buy the newspaper on a daily basis, so I think it is tolerated in British society by the majority of British society. I don't think that the images are sexualised in the way that even some clothed images are in magazines, advertisements, pop videos. And I think that it's worth looking at Page 3 in a wider context and in the Sun's context of women's issues that we cover. I mean, a lot of the Page 3 girls, they're much more than just models. They've become ambassadors for the paper. A number of them have travelled to Afghanistan, are heavily involved in Help for Heroes and raising money. Some have gone on to careers in photography. And I think you shouldn't look at Page 3 in isolation. You should look at it at all the other work that we do with women's issues. I outlined quite a few of the campaigns here that we've run. One against domestic violence in 2003, which there's also a letter from the head of one of the domestic violence charities, Refuge, which is attached. There's a Stop Rape Now campaign, a Herceptin campaign, which was trying to draw attention to the availability of the Herceptin cancer drug. Also last year we launched a campaign after the PIP implant scandal, where we demanded safer surgery for women, and also Jade's Legacy, which was set up after the death of Jade Goody, which was raising awareness of cervical cancer screening. So I think that some of the allegations that I've heard about the Sun being sexist in some way and not tackling women's issues, I think is a false one.